And then, her eyes sparkled. But once again, God helped me. One simple occurrence turned everything upside down. She looked at me. Do you know what a baby's heartbeat looks like? I shook my head. On my first routine ultrasound, the doctor said the fetus, my baby, was perfectly okay. She pointed something out to me on the video screen and asked me if I knew what it was. I told her I didn't. She smiled and said, "That is your child's tiny heart, already beating within you." It was like a little star. A tiny spot of light, twinkling in a swirling mass of dark. A steady, rhythmic beating, small yet constant. At that very moment, I began to understand, I wasn't alone anymore. Life was no longer just mine, within me was life of yet another, a beautiful angel who made a decision to go down from heaven and be with me. And months later, when my baby was finally ready, how could I ever forget? When I first saw him and held him close, the whole world suddenly disappeared. It was only me and my beautiful angel. I watched him sleep, so peaceful, safe, and content in my arms, and I cried tears of happiness. It didn't matter that I was broke with growing debt, or that no one would help me raise my son. All that mattered was my child. I swore I'd do anything, walk hell and high water, just for him. Her eyes, full of affection, were staring far and away. But, Anna? You mentioned you were alone. What happened to the father? She glanced at me, unsure of how to reply. She then looked to the ground. He was gone by then. He never saw any of this happen. I looked away, already assuming what had happened, even if Anna hadn't told me yet. All her problems weighed down on her, and she needed someone to confide in, someone who'd be there for her. She found someone, and he gave her the assurance she so badly needed. Yet when she got pregnant, he left her. Once again, she was alone. Along with these thoughts, however, came a meaningful realization. You know, I said, people gauge success on their careers, how much they earn, or how many friends they have. But folks like you and me, we don't look too big in the grand scheme of things. I just work on my small businesses and you go to the office and afterwards take care of your son. But after telling me everything, I'd say you're a great person, a true hero, in your own little way. You kept your baby despite your problems, and in doing so embraced something larger than your own life. You made a powerful and selfless decision, and you stick to it good times and bad. Every day, you do simple things to ensure your son gets the best of what the world can give. When he grows up, he'll look back at all the sacrifices you made, and all the love you gave. And then, he will call you a hero, just like I'm telling you now. Because after all you've done, and given all I know you'll do for him, your son will realize, just as I do, that you are one of the greatest of mothers anyone can ever have. Anna looked away, bowed her head, and started to cry. She said no one ever told her that, and everything I just said meant so much to her. When she recovered, she looked at me, her eyes full of gratitude, glistening with tears. "Thank you," she said.